Welcome to Amos 2 Cents. In this video, we are going to talk about a very common question and the most important question for you if you are going for a long walk. And when I'm talking about long walk, I'm talking about maybe 1,000 mile or 2,000 mile or maybe a walk across the world. And you think you want to calculate how many days or how many months or years it will take me to walk these many mileage. So this is the same situation I was in at one point. I wanted to go for a walk from Karachi to Punjab in Pakistan. That's the longest stretch in the country. So that's around 1600, 1700 mile total. And my plan was like, okay, I have only 60 days of vacation. Can I do that? And how many miles I have to walk every day? Now, I could not finish this walk from Karachi to Punjab. I did finish Karachi to Islamabad. That's 1100 mile. So let me tell you my calculation, how many days it took me to do whole thing. So when you start your walk you have to practice yourself. So this is one of the thing. I start practice here in America, and I had only 1 month to practice before I go for this long walk. It was December, it was cold, it was rainy days, and I start my practice. Now, first days when I started the practice, I didn't really count on the time, like how many hours or minutes it take me to do 1 mile and 5 mile and 10 mile. So after 7 or 10 days, I gave my first try, and then I walk 50,000 steps, and then I walked 100,000 steps, and with the 100,000 steps, that came to my calculation like, okay, I can do around 48. That was 48 miles, and I did around 16 hours or 17 hours. So my calculation came to the point like, okay, if I will walk with the normal pace, I'm 5 feet 10 inches, and I can walk like 3 miles per hour. Now, when I went to Pakistan, so the walk start from Karachi, and then we go upward toward Islamabad, and that's where after that northern area comes. I couldn't make to the mountains, so I don't have a whole lot of experience, but there is I will say around 200 mile, last 200 mile, there was pretty mountains or steep, and ups and down and hills and all that. And here in America, when I practice, I did at different places, so my average came to around 3 miles per hour. Now, in Karachi to Islamabad, that is around 1100 mile, and I did in 40 days. So what was the routine? There was a young guy with me. He was almost the same height of mine, but maybe an inch shorter. So we start around 7 o'clock every day, and we end when the sun sets. And every day we didn't take a whole lot break. Like people say, you take a break after 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, and 4 hour. No. So we start, like, let's say we start at 7 and we don't take the break till the lunch. We are not ready for the lunch, and most of the time we eat lunch at 1 p.m. So we walk for continuously 5 hours, 6 hours, and then we take our first break, and that's where we eat our lunch. Then after lunch, we never took a nap, or maybe take a nap like 1 time or 2 times for 30 minutes. The maximum time spent during the lunch was 1 hour. That's what we did. We try to keep it in 1 hour, and once we are done with that, then we walk all the way when the sun sets. We did rest sometime, like maybe 5 minutes if we need to use the restroom. That's we consider as a rest. So during all those hours, if you consider from 7 to 12, so you have 5 hours. Take a break, and other 5 hours in evening, by the time sun sets. I'm talking about Feb and March. That's where I walked in Pakistan. Now, in 10 hours, our average came up to the 30 miles per day. So 1100 mile, if you divide with 40, that comes to around 27, 28 miles. But I can tell you, all the averages on daily basis, we were calculating, and a normal person with the normal pace can walk 3 miles per hour. That's normal, and I'm talking about when I was carrying around maybe 10 to 15 pound of my bag. If I would be carrying 40, that could be different scenario, but the 3 mile, that's where the same when we went to from Lahore to Islamabad. Then you have some elevation, and you have some mountains near Jhelum and Sarai Alamgir, Dina, and all those places. And that's where the speed was exactly same, but we were exhausted because you have already walked. You already have walked so many miles, and your body is like tired, And we were doing without taking days off during our walk. We were not like okay, after every Sunday we take a day off, or after every week we take a day off, or we take the half day off. We were not doing it. We were going continuously. We were every day morning 7:30 we were on the road, and we walked till the sun sets, and just break for one lunch, and then after your dinner, let's say you eat dinner at 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock, and then you're gonna go to bed by 11. So, or sometime you go to bed by midnight, because there are we collected a lot of data, for we did vlogging and all those kind of things. So that also add up, and you transfer the data from GoPro and everything. So that takes some time. You also meet a lot of friends. On my way, we stopped pretty much everywhere where we met new friends and made new friends, talk with them, and the people want to know about your stories, so you spend a lot of time talking with those people, and it's kind of, you feel rude, like okay, by 9 o'clock you ate your dinner and you're done. During this walk also I deliver lectures in the universities. If we see a school on the roadside, if we meet people in the city, we also talk about our walk. The walk goal of walk was walk for clean and green Pakistan, and that we try to educate as many as people we want. We made the small video clips on the Facebook every day, on YouTube, so we can encourage people to plant the trees, keep the environment safe and sound. So I hope my 2 cents tells you and guide you, or kind of give you idea, if you are going for a long walk, how many days you need for that many mileage. So thank you very much for watching, and please subscribe and like if you like my effort to educate you and educate myself. Thank you.